Artist Rachel Langford of Makeup by Rachel, makeup artist and esthetician here in Indianapolis. Just wanted to let you guys know what I have going on. I offer lashes, brows, makeup services for photo shoots, brides, any special occasion, prom girls. Right now I have a class that I'm wrapping up for the winter. It's called Glam School, and I will be offering it again this March 15th and the 22nd. If you're interested in taking this class, we learn highlighting and contouring, lash and brow workshop, foundation, color theory, so much you'll learn in this 2-day class. So if you're interested, you can hit me up on my website, makeupbyrachel.com, or you can give me a call, 317-833-4840. Well, individuals, it's a cluster of lashes clustered up on a card that you apply individually. Like what I'm doing here for Joy is I'm doing a custom set with 3 different lengths of individual lashes. So as far as strips, it's just 1 strip of lashes. It's just quicker, it's not as customizable, and it will give you the look of a customized lash with the 3 different looks, but there's so many different varieties of strip lashes. There's different colors just like individuals, but you can get really bold and just, you know, funky fresh. You even have strip lashes that are feathers. You have they have rhinestones on them, glitter, just all kind of lashes have just really just evolved into just a whole different type of service. But strips is kind of a cheap way to quickly put some lashes on to enhance the eyes.
Is there a particular order that you apply them in, being that you're using 3 different lengths?
I do the inside first, which is the shorter length, because I want to give that look of a feathery flare, like a flare out. So shorter on the inside, a little longer in the middle, and then longer on the ends. Eyelash glue, I think the lashes move. The glue doesn't dry as fast, so the eyelashes move. You have to make sure that they are not rolling and rotating and on the move, because they will move and shake on you, and you come back to it and trying to figure out why it has turned completely the other way. So the hair glue gets tackier faster. So if you're an experienced, eyelash person, you know how to really work with the product. And that's the thing, it shouldn't take you, 35 minutes to put on some individual lashes, unless you're getting eyelash extensions, the minks. And that's a completely different type of service. But, some clients don't like hair glue, but some clients, they love it. I mean, it's personal preference. I like hair glue because it's rubbery. The minute you get it wet, it'll slide right off the lashes, and it's over. Your lashes aren't in jeopardy of being, damaged unless you just yank them off. But there is a way to remove lashes with hair glue, with any glue. You just have to properly do it, because, even with eyelash glue, if you still rip them off, you're still going to be
bald-eyed.
It's my term I just used a minute ago. So, it's just proper technique. I only use a pack, and so basically half on one eye, half on the other. And usually I just like them to be full and natural. That's what my clients like, and my philosophy is just because they're fake doesn't mean they have to look fake. Yeah, people will know, those are not her lashes, but ooh, they really look nice. Brow sculpting. So I like to clean the brows up a little bit, especially up top. These little little razors on a stick, the half ones, are like a lifesaver because they can really get in the nooks and crannies. I cannot stand for hair to be up here, so I use these. Just to get that little fine hair. If you're doing a wedding and grandma got a little something up here, you know, we don't want grandma to have a mustache for the wedding. You're like, can I, grandma, do you mind if I? And she'll be like, oh, baby, that's fine. Get that for me. Even on her chin, you know, so these work perfectly. You can be a little discreet, you know, when you do it. So nobody's got to know that, you know, you helping grandma out with that mustache.
So you don't do underneath, you just do the top?
No, I do. I do both.
Oh, okay. And that's at the local beauty supply as well?
That's just here recently.
I've never seen a little half one though.
Me either.
Yeah, these, I'm telling you, these are like, I feel like I can maneuver better with these as opposed to the full one. It's just, you know what I mean? Like you can just really get in and just, so ideally, the start of the brow is supposed to be, the arch of the brow should be here, the highest point. The end of the brow, sorry, I'm on your lip. Yep, it should end up right there. So that's kind of how you can measure where the brow is supposed to be. So again, this color is Spiked from MAC. We're going to help Joy with this end because it's gone.
Do you
This
prefer?
is just your end.
I know, but I was traumatized, and it ain't been back in a while. I'm not cool.
What were you going to say, Felicia?
Do you prefer the liner over the brow powder?
It depends. I use both sometimes.
Okay.
It depends on what I'm doing. Like if she had a nice full brow, I probably would just fill her in with a little bit of powder. But because she has some sparse spots, I like to use the pencil to really give it the color. Because sometimes the powder will make it a little too dense, and I want it to really be full and glamorous. I'm using light feathery strokes. If it gets too, if the color gets too strong, use your spoolie and brush through it. That's going to soften it. You're going to want to do that anyway.
Seems like the mechanical comes on easier than the ones that you have to sharpen, or it just depends on the
Well,
brand.
I like these because the pencil itself is, it's smaller, and the strokes are going to emulate the brow hair more so than a fat pencil that you would have to sharpen. Anastasia Beverly Hills, her brow pencil, her Brow Wiz, which is a mechanical like this, the Heart pencils are good as well. But basically, you're outlining what you just cleaned up with the razor on the stick. You need to give Joy her end again. You remember I told y'all last week the pencil I used on Jill was Lingering. Just make sure her brows are even. Ain't nothing worse than a cockeyed brow.
Or like you like, huh?
Huh?
Like the
Who called me? Who called my name?
What determines if do you just go by like the shaping of the person's brow? Because sometimes I see people with like a thinner brow, but then sometimes it's kind of like more wider or more curvier looking. Like, is it based upon the shape of the face or the brow that's already there?
A little bit of both. I mean, sometimes you can only work with whatever you got, you know. So if you don't really have any brows, if you have, you know, sparse brows, like I love, full brows are in, period. You know, full brows are in. It's natural looking. It's, you know, it's just beautiful. It's youthful looking. A nice full brow. If you look at a, you know, a preteen, you know, they got the thick, full, bushy brows, you know, and just to clean that up and make it crisp and, you know, just flawless, it's just a beautiful thing. So you kind of want to go with the structure of the face as well as what they already have. If I was doing her lashes as a part of her service, I always do lashes after shadow. I'm all about working smarter, not harder. I don't want any shadow to deposit on her lashes. If I'm airbrushing her, I do lashes last. I've seen videos where makeup artists do the lashes and then the airbrush, and which is kind of backwards to me because the airbrush is going to end up on the lashes. So I like to put the lashes on last. Kind of seals the deal. What's one of the keys to makeup?
Blend that ish.
Blend that ish. Your eyeshadow may not be the bomb, but if it's blended right, if everything else is blended right, you might get a compliment or two. How's she looking?
Good.
Wonderful.